Now, this is one of the fun parts about nonprofit accounting, just talking about money. I know we all like to talk about money. So, a capital project is a project that goes into a lengthy investment used to build, add, or improve on a project. Now, think about all the business deals or all the businesses that you've tried to create, or even if you haven't created one, just a small group project. Something that is ensuing capital in, you're putting a lot of your resources in it so you can possibly get a long-term investment out of it. It is any task that requires the use of significant capital, both financial and labor, to start and finish. Now, I think that we're just going to have a different view of what significant is. Significant really means what is in that industry. Okay, so for instance, a basketball player may make $10 million. That $10 million number may be insignificant in the NFL if they're making a lot more. So the significance of the amount of capital being used, it all depends upon the industry that it's in. Capital projects are defined by their large scale and large costs relative to other investments that involve less planning and resources. Now, here are some examples. So, capital is used for large projects such as constructions or acquisitions of large investments, things for the government. I think another example that we can think about is just with the Bill Gates Foundation. So now they make capital investments into grants. So for them, capital projects are typically defined as building purchases, new construction, expansion, renovation, and/or land acquisition. So the Bill Gates Family Foundation has a rich tradition of providing support for capital projects because they believe land and facilities are long-term assets that can help nonprofit and community organizations serve communities around the world. And so, because of that, they continue to invest in capital projects throughout the state, and hopefully they gain a certain type of return because of it, or just being able to help out the community. So, the primary sources of funds for capital projects, you can say the issuance of bonds. Sometimes the government may issue bonds at a very low rate and just try to gain resources because of that. So, for instance, you may give the bank, say, $1 million, and they may say, all right, because of this million, we will pay you X amount of percent, which may be higher than the regular rates right now, so they can infuse money into their system. So basically, you're promising to pay other individuals a certain percentage because they let you borrow some of their money. You can have grants from other government units. Maybe the state can allow the county to borrow some money, or maybe the federal government can allow the state to borrow some money. We have dedicated taxes. For instance, dedicated taxes may be the school tax that most municipalities have, where we're all paying into the public school system, right? So there's a dedicated percentage per county or per city, mainly per city, that's dedicated for the type of educational system that you have. You can transfer from other funds. Say if you have um, one fund that has a lot of money, say the general fund, or maybe a fund that's hardly used, you're just going to replenish it with something else, with some other income. And of course, you may have donations from things like the Bill Gates Foundation or the interest earned because of the funds that you're holding from these individuals that invested their currency.